Mitt Romney's coming back. See that? He's going to be in the news today.
They said he's not expected to make an endorsement, but he might bash.
No,
a
no,
candidate or two.
He's going to make an endorsement, and the
You think so?
endorsement, I know he is. I've heard part of the speech. They sent the speech out already.
ABT?
Correct. He's going to endorse. He is going to endorse Cruz, Rubio, and Kasich. That's what he's going to do. I'm not joking. It's what he's going to do.
Right.
Anybody but Donald Trump is what Mitt Romney is going to say. Now that's a bit of a problem for Mitt Romney, considering Mitt Romney called Trump back when he was running the Kingmaker, because Trump endorsed Mitt Romney back then. So it's just crazy to watch this. It is out of control. Meanwhile, the guy that set up the server at Hillary Clinton's pad has now cut a deal, an immunity deal, and he's going to be talking. I don't think there's anything that's going to come out of this. Two things.
I know.
Nothing is going to come out of this that's going to be any different. I don't think. I mean, what is the real reality? Don't we all know she's paranoid? She thinks everybody's out to get her, so she wants the. It's not like you're going to get. She was sharing secrets with the Russians. But okay, and I understand people get very, very mad if I say that. But the real fact of the matter is, for the Hillary Clinton supporter, she could be selling secrets to the Russians, and the Hillary Clinton supporter would still be there for her.
Right.
That's the problem, and that's the divided America that we have today. But the problem is you have. I mean, the Democrats have been able to handle this huge overthrow of the Democratic Party with Bernie Sanders. They've been able to handle it. The Republicans have not been able to handle this Donald Trump. This Donald Trump, I mean, if he was running as a Democrat, he'd be doing the same thing to the Democratic Party. But he's running as a Republican, and he is dividing and potentially destroying the Republican Party. It's really, and I know Jim Zeck is out there saying that's not true. He's building it. He's making it grow. Oh, it is. I mean, it's really out of control. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Never. This is such an exciting political campaign.
It is exciting.
I mean, just from our perspective, because every year it's like, ugh, political campaign.
Right. There's another debate tonight, and I'm thinking, all right, I got Syracuse on Monday. I've got the debate on Thursday. I'm literally looking at it like this is a big moment. Tonight's going to be a big moment.
I would surmise that more people know who is running for office than who is actually in the office. I think more people know the candidates than know who the current vice president of the United States is. And I wish one of the talk shows would do something about that, one of the late night shows. Who are the presidential candidates now? Everyone's going to say Donald Trump. And who's the vice president of the United States? And they're not going to know.
Yeah, and I sometimes struggle, like, what's his name? Or you just forget. But Trump comes off the tongue very easily. I don't know. Is this latest release of emails going to change anything? Probably not.
So I read an article last night, and because when I saw the AP alert, I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And the Washington Post was on it, and CNN was on it. So, in fact, Jim Zecca had actually sent over the link to us, so I took a look at it. But then I tracked down another story that said Hillary's camp basically has publicly stated about this person who's now agreed to...
Brian Pagliano.
Thank you. Have said before, no, he should cooperate, And they've said, we've told him to cooperate, where he was pleading the fifth before. So I don't think he's going to come out here and say anything that's too damaging to her.
And I'm going to tell you, and I could be wrong. Maybe I put more brains into these people than they really have. And I'm talking about both sides. But once you get to the level of the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, I think you're dealing with some real power brokers. And don't you think if they had anything that they thought would hurt them with Hillary Clinton, that she would have been gone by now? They've given her the pass.
Or this other guy would have been gone by now.
Yeah, right. Something, listen, House of Cards. So, but what I guess what is the craziest part of all of this is this Donald Trump stuff, where it's defying all the rules, and I think everybody should be a little nervous, and I'm saying everybody being Republicans and Democrats. Because if you think it's defying the rules for Republicans, I would not be so confident that, Donald Trump running as the Republican nominee, that Donald Trump could not beat Hillary Clinton. And that would defy all logic, right, is what they say. This guy, he's trumping all logic, if you will.
Can we go back a couple of years, maybe about 7 or 8 years? These were kind of the same things that they were saying about Barack Obama when he was running, but he didn't have anywhere near the momentum that Donald Trump does now. And at that time, everyone thought, Barack Obama's momentum was historic.
Yeah, I kind of felt that it was easy to anybody that was defying Barack Obama was kind of turned away as somebody that just didn't want a black president. So that was kind of easy. And I do think that Obama's I think, look at what he won by. I think his momentum was pretty enormous. But this is bringing people out that never would vote before, and I guess Obama did that too, right? The people that came out and voted many had never voted before, and Trump is saying we're creating a bigger, a more friendly Republican Party. Well, I don't know. I think you're bringing in people that have given up on the system. And by the way, everything that the establishment does feeds into Trump's entire campaign. So when they come out today, when Mitt Romney comes out today and says, he's terrible, don't vote for him, he's going to destroy the Republican Party, he'll destroy America, they're going to say, they just don't want Trump in because they're going to lose their power and their money. That this is what it plays right in. I don't know how this guy gets beaten. Because it plays right into it plays into his whole strategy. This person says, Republican establishment thinks that by trotting out another establishment former candidate, it'll have an effect on Trump supporters. Not going to happen. And Julie, I completely 100% agree. It's the opposite. It's going to feed into it. They should have been doing this when Trump was at 17%. They're doing this now, and Trump is at 49%. Okay? It's a little bit too late.
They should just call us prior to making these decisions.
I got to tell you, we were there 6 months ago, Christine Bellino. She has news. Christine does. Coming up in a second, 6:31 now at WIBX.